Hey guys, Gadgetman here with Nothing But Gadgets, and today I'm going to be showing you this Wosports rangefinder. So 3, 2, 1, let's get at it. Okay guys, this product was sent to me for free by the Wosports company to do this review, so that's what I'm going to do. You know me, I'm going to test this in real life conditions, and I'm going to show you the results and give you my impressions on it. So the first thing we need to do is break it out of the box. Okay guys, here's what comes in the box. You have the little rangefinder itself, a nice carrying case, a hand strap, the instruction manual, a cleaning cloth, the battery, and a warranty card. All right, so let's look at the little device itself. First impressions is it's extremely lightweight. I mean, maybe a few ounces there. Grip wise, I have large hands. I wear an extra large size glove, and it's a good fit for my hands, but it's stretching it just a little bit. So if you had really small hands, you may have a difficult time using it. You know, my fingers wrap around it and everything fine, but if you had short little fingers, you probably might not get around it that well. But it still would be usable. It has a tripod screw on the bottom, so you could put it on a little tripod. This is your battery compartment right here. Your controls right here. This is a focus dippiter right here. And then you've got this stuff right here. So it comes with this battery, which is a CR2 3-volt 800 milliamp battery. Let me see if I can get close in on this. There you go, right there. All right. This is not rechargeable that I can tell, so definitely going to have to buy some extra ones of these in case you run this one down. I don't know how long it's going to last. Maybe we'll see in testing. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do is just test this thing out in the field for you and use it for a while and come back and tell you what I think about it. So hold on, I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I'm back with the Wosports rangefinder, guys, and I've had this for a couple of weeks and done a lot of testing with it. And I mean, I could just basically, you know, the too long didn't read version is it works and it does its job. So if that's what you came here to find out, then you already found that out. But now I'm just going to tell you my personal experience and what I did with it. Okay, so it is a rangefinder, so it does that, and the only thing I could really test on that was how accurately it reproduced the same range over and over again. Okay, so I have some things that I've actually measured, and I know exactly what the distance is, and one of them is a deer feeder, which I have out on my land. I live out in the country, and I have a deck, and from my front porch, it's exactly 160 yards to this deer feeder. I actually mow a pathway out to it, throw a picture up there, you can see that. Okay, we like to watch the animals come in and eat in the afternoon and stuff like that. Me and my wife sit on the deck and, you know, love to enjoy nature and stuff. And so I know it's 160 yards to that feeder, and I measured this with this thing probably 100 times over the last 2 weeks, just different times a day, over and over again, and it never failed to measure it within 1 yard of correctness of what the known measurement to that feeder. Of course, that feeder is a nice shiny metal feeder, so it has something good and reflective to get a good measurement off of, and it had no problem doing it. But I was very surprised that it didn't matter really what I pointed it at. I could point it at a tree, and it would measure just fine off a tree bark. I could just, you know, a car, or, you know, just oil field structures or whatever else I could find to measure. I could point it at, and it measured it, and I was very, very surprised that it just really kind of measured off of anything. I'm not real familiar with the technology and how it works, but I was pleasantly surprised that it did work good. The original battery that came with it in the package didn't last very long. I had to get a new battery. I just didn't seem like it had a whole lot of charge on it. But I was doing like a massive amount of testing with it, and it is very, it does have a good, what I'd call a battery saver function on it. Okay, in that the way this thing works is this is your eyepiece, and this is a little focus wheel, and so you focus it in. It does have like a 3-power magnification to it, so down range you can see things really good. It's easy to use. You just focus it right there, And then you press this once to turn it on, this little power button here, and then you press it again to measure. So it's clear glass whenever you look through it. Then you press that, and then a little crosshair comes up, and then you press it again while pointing that crosshair at something, and it measures the distance. So 1, 2, and you've got your measurement. So 1 to turn it on, 1 to take the measurement, okay? This is a mode button, and it switches the mode of the camera into a couple of different modes on it. The first mode is just measurement mode, and then if you press it once, you go into continuous mode, where essentially it stays on and it kind of measures anything that you're aiming at. You don't have to press a button, and just shows you a readout on there. And then there's a third one, which based on the instructions that I read, is supposed to somehow allow you to measure how fast something's moving. I didn't actually test that out because I was just like, I didn't understand the instructions very well, and I was like, I'm not really interested in this product for a speed radar, you know. Whether it works or not, I don't know, but it just seemed like it was not something that meant a whole lot to a rangefinder. The purpose of the rangefinder is to find how far something is, not measure speed. So I decided not to do the testing on that one. But as far as measuring distance, it works really good. This thing measured distance up to maybe, say, 1,000 yards. I couldn't really tell exactly the limit of it. I tried. I went out to a really open field with a bunch of different oil field structures, and pointed at the different ones, because these were, 300, 400, 500, 600 yards away. And I was able to measure comfortably up to past 900 yards. After that, it's not like I can just say, hey, put an oil field structure here or there. When you're 900 yards away and you're standing there with your naked eye, it's really hard to know exactly how far something is. So around 900 yards is about the farthest thing that I could test with it. I may be able to measure further than that, but maybe I just couldn't find something that was in that range. But I would say that it does work quite good up to about 900 yards. And I would measure something that was like 800, 900 yards away, and then move to something else, and then come back and measure it again. And it would be almost the same exact measurement within a few yards. And I thought that was pretty impressive for just a small little light device like this thing. I was really impressed with how easy it is to use, how lightweight it is. I carry it around in my pocket with me. It doesn't take up a whole lot. I will say that when you're trying to aim this thing at something 600 yards away, 700 yards away, 800 yards away, I mean, you've got to have a steady hand, which I really don't have a steady hand. And boy, it's hard to keep it, because here at the table, it looks like it's dead still. But you magnify this thing by 900 yards away, and boy, it looks like you're sweeping, so it's really hard. It does have a little tripod screw, so you could actually mount it to something and actually use it that way. But I was able to get measurements up to 900 yards with it, so that is pretty impressive. Well, guys, I don't know what else to say about the little deal. I really like it, and, I'm going to actually continue using it. I think that, it's surprising how well it did. I just didn't expect the consistency on distance that I got out of it. I'm really impressed with the technology. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you have, please like, subscribe, and comment. Until next time, this is the Gadget Man saying, I'll see you later.